seen that Jay-Z is up in the files, okay? Y'all Epstein file. Beyonce couldn't conceive children. Let's start there. We've seen the Epstein file fetuses and what they do into the fetuses. And we've seen that Jay-Z is up in the files, okay? Y'all keeping up. Y'all keep up, okay? Y'all keep up. Does this mean that Beyonce was sacrificing her fetuses at Hollywood parties? Come on now, y'all. Let's wake it up. You better go roll you one or pour you one. Wake it up, y'all. Let's wake it up. Beyonce couldn't conceive children.
Do her or just torture her. That was in an email sent by Jeffrey Epstein, recently uncovered in the Epstein files. Now, I've talked about this before in my content, but snuff films and extremely violent pornography, all that stuff is unfortunately very real. And yes, there are snuff films involving children that have been produced and sold on the internet. And for those of you who don't believe me, one case out of the many you can look up is that of Daisy's Destruction and Peter Scully. That is a verified snuff film. It's an extremely disturbing rabbit hole. But that's not the only time Epstein references torture and torture videos and photos in these emails. We talked about this one the other day where he said, "Where are you? Are you okay? I loved the torture video."
Filed a complaint against Jay-Z back in September of 2025 stating that Jay-Z is using MK Ultra and brainwashing techniques to mind control Beyonce, okay? In this document also is Alicia Keys, you see Baphomet, like it's a whole lot in this document. And of course, right here, as you can see, in 2028, this document expires. So they have a few years to really act upon this. And yeah, it's not looking good for Jay-Z. It's not looking good for Jigaboo. It's not.
Jay-Z told me that she was older. But then when I saw him in the MC and that young girl walking around, I was like, whoo, I think I need to divorce him. Cry, girl, but I know that I was at the Epstein Island too, and I was like, woo. Dude, like the receipts is out there. So I don't know how y'all gonna be able to sue Nicki Minaj when there's videos, pictures, everything. With Jay-Z hugged up with Aaliyah when she was just a kid, hugged up with chocolate Tootsie Roll neck, Foxy Brown. Gotta get you home with me tonight. Who?
Jay-Z was in the Epstein files. Well, it was said that he was present with Harvey Weinstein, who was a good friend of his, by the way, and Jeffrey Epstein when a victim was abducted. Now, many people were like, Jay-Z's not friends with Harvey Weinstein, wasn't friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Just because he's in a couple pictures, that doesn't mean anything. Well, let's hear what Harvey Weinstein said himself.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask you about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement?
However, it's not just Jay-Z though. A lot of people was Harvey Weinstein's friend and said he was a good guy.
Start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something not about me or about this place, but about you.
So Michelle Obama said that Harvey Weinstein was an amazing human being. Now this man's in jail for abusing his power when it came to women, sleeping with women for different roles. Now I'm not saying Michelle knew anything about anything. We don't really know that to be true or false. But I do want you to see the bias in this. If that was Trump saying that Harvey Weinstein was an amazing human being.
Children is not what great nations do.
When Jim Carrey said this, he revealed that celebrities kidnap children, but now another celebrity even more famous has come forward with something far more horrifying. After the Epstein files were released, it became clear that many famous names were tied to disturbing crime, especially celebrities we all know. But among them, Nicki Minaj decided to come forward and expose everything. She turned on everyone, revealing the secrets of the biggest celebrities she had worked with, and it is terrifying. The day after the Epstein files dropped, Nicki posted several messages, but two in particular caught the attention of millions. She claimed that Jay-Z and Beyonce sacrificed children to maintain and increase their power. Along with this, she shared a photo showing Jay-Z on two separate occasions, each time surrounded by women he had relationships with. In both cases, the age gaps raised serious questions. The second post was even more disturbing. She wrote, "Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their god." She explains that they do this for their god because he only accepts this kind of sacrifice. It quickly becomes clear that the power of Jay-Z and Beyonce was not just built on music. According to these claims, it came from something far darker that we are only now discovering. And the worst part is this. Jay-Z reportedly left the United States after it was revealed that his name appeared multiple times in the
that Jay-Z has been named in the Epstein files. Everybody on mute like the Beyonce challenge? I don't think so. TMZ, Pop Crave, Pop Base, D White, Nosy Bystander, bring that ass here. Oh, and I ain't forget about the Shade Room either. Y'all posted and deleted that Jay-Z Epstein tea real swiftly. Because it's always believe the Epstein files, believe the victim, and cancel pedos until it's y'all motherfucking fave. Now everybody quiet. Y'all always bringing up people's husbands. Y'all talk about that other woman husband all day. Now when it's Jay-Z, everybody's silent. Now it's not true. Y'all trying to gaslight people into thinking that Jay-Z wasn't known enough to be around Weinstein in 1996 when Tupac himself literally went after Jay-Z in his song. During that time, by the way, I'm not even a Drake fan, but y'all got on Drake ass when Kendrick called him a certified P-word. So why y'all not getting on Jay-Z ass? Because y'all believe the allegations about Drake real swiftly. I don't really know too much of that tea, but y'all was on his ass. Y'all be on everybody until it's the person you like. And all these blogs being quiet, y'all on payroll, so let's call it out. Weren't y'all the same blogs who were saying that y'all are ready for the Epstein files to release and y'all were ready for them to come out and y'all were gonna believe everything in them? What happened to us believing what's going on in the Epstein files? What happened to y'all believing the victim? Oh, did that go out the window? And I don't have no problem with Beyonce, but we have to call out the double standards. By y'all's logic, wouldn't this situation make her an R apologist? Didn't y'all say that anybody who associates with a blankist is a R apologist by default, even if it's not been proven? Jay-Z is shielded from being held accountable because he is married to Beyonce, and it's weird as fuck. Because had this been anybody else, y'all would have been on their ass tearing them to shreds. Nosy Bystander, D White, Shade Room, Pop Crave, Pop Base, oh, and TMZ too. Y'all have all been compromised. And quite frankly, at this point, I don't want to hear anybody telling people to hold another artist accountable because y'all want Kanye held accountable, y'all want Nicki held accountable, y'all want Drake held accountable, but y'all can't do the same. Y'all cannot
in the woods. I was then hunted by George Bush, Dick Cheney, and Bill Clinton, among others. But they were the main ones.
We're going to stand right next to me, and then we're going to have...
There you go.
Got it? Okay.
Saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay.
Y'all, this story isn't gossip anymore. This is the kind of story that makes your stomach drop. Because what you're about to hear sounds less like Hollywood and more like something straight out of a nightmare. A man claims he wasn't invited to a party. He says he was hunted, stripped, released into the woods, then chased like an animal by some of the most powerful men on earth. Presidents, billionaires, industry giants. And when he finally speaks up, he doesn't whisper names. He points straight at the machine. Rock Nation, power lawyers, gatekeepers.
This most dangerous game, as they refer to it.
Beyonce, do you remember not long ago you said something like this?
I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. about the world my children and all of our children live in.
Remember, when she gave that DNC speech, that absolutely she did not get paid the $10 million to do that. She was doing that because she's not a celebrity. She was there because she was a mother and she wanted to stand up for not only her daughter, but for all the children. But yet, this comes out, her social media is quiet, no statement, nothing. Not standing up, not being a mother, not protecting your daughters, not saying a single word about the fact that your husband, Jay-Z, was listed inside of the Epstein file. Oh, and also let's not forget the whole Diddy thing. Like, we know how close you guys are with Diddy. Nothing. You said nothing when these women were being abused, drugged, and the men, especially Cassie. Now we're hearing all this disgustingness. And of course, you know how mainstream media is like. I want to downplay that the 3 million documents that came out does list Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z in there. I love how they downplay this and say that just because the tip and their name is in the file does not imply that these individuals were investigated, nor does it in any way imply guilt. Just the hypocrisy in that alone. The fact of the matter is that Donald Trump has mentioned that his relationship with Epstein did go south, but yet you guys run with it and claim that he's a pedophile. And then all of a sudden, people on your side are mentioned in there. And I remember in the Epstein files talking about how Jay-Z witnessed the abuse and the drugging of people. And then you want to downplay that, oh, just because his name is listed in there doesn't imply that he is guilty. Beyonce, we already knew you were a demonic being, but I'm loving how on Instagram they're unfollowing you and calling.
What's up, Beyonce and Jay-Z? I want to tell you bitches something. I'm the prophet behind all of this shit you going through. And bitch, I don't give a fuck if you know. Everybody that set me up in 2023, y'all want to play with the legal system. I want to play with the spirit realm. So, bitch, it's time for round 2. Bitch.